What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Y'all see I'm sitting, so some good information, as you can tell by the title. This is something that is discussed a lot. It's a lot of information out there in the health and fitness world about it. It's a lot of different opinions and it's a lot of facts. I say that because I'm gonna say opinions because it's some opinionated information out there. But to get straight into it and not prolong the video, hope y'all enjoy this. Let's get into it. Alright, so to get straight into it, short answer is yes. All calories are created equal. Regardless of what you've seen on the internet, I've personally seen some videos, dietitians and more people that say no, they hate when people say that and all of that. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Why are all calories created equal? And I'm going to talk about that first. Then I'm going to get into, the importance of counting calories. But why all calories are created equal is basically a calorie is just a unit of measurement. The same as if you would measure distance or you measure weight. Like there's a discussion, like, you got information out there where people say muscle is heavier than fat, which it is not. A pound of muscle is the same as a pound of fat. A pound of flours is the same as a pound of bricks. A pound is a pound. It's a unit of measurement. Same thing with calories. And I'm going to tell y'all why some people say that all calories are not created equal. And I'm going to get to that. But basically, a calorie is a unit of measurement. If you measured out 50 feet in dirt and 50 feet in gravel, it's still 50 feet. It might take you longer to cover that 50 feet because of the surface, but it's still 50 feet. It doesn't change. It's a unit of measurement. Same thing with calories. Now, why some people say all calories aren't created equal is because of the calorie breakdown, basically. Now, what is a calorie? Let's get into what is a calorie first, because a lot of people actually don't know what a calorie is. And how do you get the amount of calories? Like if you look on that nutrition label, you'll have something that says it's XYZ amount of calories for this amount of food, and this is what is considered a serving of this amount of food. Your macronutrients is what makes up your total calorie count. So what are macronutrients? The macronutrients are your protein, your cholesterol, your carbohydrates, all of that good stuff, your fats. Those are your macronutrients or whatever. And for each gram, there are XYZ amount of calories. So basically all those macronutrients combined gives you that total calorie count that you see on that nutrition label per serving, which, everybody put, all companies and food providers print by the serving. So that's what makes up calories. So why some people say all calories aren't created equal, because as you know, all calories got a different breakdown to get to that number they get to. Some more protein. You got basically some foods are more calorie dense than others, meaning, you can eat such a smaller portion but get a larger amount of calories. But that still doesn't change the fact that a calorie is a unit of measurement. It doesn't change that fact. That's a fact. You can't change that. So that's why I say all calories are created equal. 140. The reason they would, like I said, the reason people would say, and you can argue this, because let's say you got 140 calories in 140 calories in broccoli, a serving of broccoli, then you got 140 calories in a serving of brown rice. Reason people will argue is that because the macronutrient breakdown to get to those 140 calories for each food item would be different. The broccoli are going to be higher in fiber, less in fat, versus, you might have the brown rice going to be a little higher in fat content, a little higher in carbs. Then, you're going to basically achieve that 140 calories differently, because they're two different types of food. Some foods are higher in fiber, some foods are higher in fats, some foods are higher in carbohydrates, and etc., etc. Vitamin A, C, calcium. You're going to achieve that calorie breakdown differently. So that's the argument that most people make about all calories aren't created equal. Now, that's why it's essential, and I always stress in all my videos, measure your calories, or monitor, I should say, your calories and your macronutrients and your micronutrients. But monitor all of that, because yeah, it's, you know, it's important. Yeah, the overall thing is to watch your calories. Number one is watch your calories. Depending on your health condition, you know, if you're diabetic or whatever, you got high blood pressure, you definitely need to watch and monitor your macronutrients. Then, you know, if you got high blood pressure, then you need to lower your sodium intake. So you need to watch out for sodium contents in foods and all of that. You know, if you're diabetic, you got to watch your carbohydrates and sugars and stuff, because, you know, you can spike your insulin levels and stuff. So it depends on your health conditions too. But, you know, that's stuff you should watch anyway, like just to maintain a healthy lifestyle. But the thing is, calories is the most important thing to monitor in the end be all end. You know, because like I said, 140 calories is 140 calories. 1,000 calories is 1,000 calories. Like, it measures. You're taking in the same amount of calories, but yeah, you might be taking in more carbs over here and more fat over here, or less over here or less over here. You know, so, but end be all end, hey, it's still 1,000 calories is 1,000 calories. So, but all in all, it's all important, especially with weight loss. You know, your overall caloric intake matters the most. You know, if you're in a caloric deficit, you're going to lose weight pretty much. Carbohydrates don't pack on weight like people say they can. You know, if you're taking in too much of anything, you can pack in weight or cause health conditions. You know, if you're taking in too much protein, it can affect your liver and stuff like that. So, you know, it's all a perfect balance. You know, but 9 times out of 10, if you're eating in a caloric deficit, then you're probably going to lose weight. Just how it works. So the calories is number one thing to measure. Then after that, you start getting into monitoring your macronutrients. You know, you need to monitor your protein levels. You're supposed to take in 1 gram of protein per pound of body fat on average. Or, you know, ladies, if you want to gain, that's for men and stuff. But if you want to pack on muscle, ladies, about 0.5 gram per pound of body fat. So whatever you weigh, cut that in half. Your carbs, you know, you got to get in ample enough carbs. Yeah, it turns into insulin and stuff, you know, but our body process carbs for energy. That's the go-to source for energy or whatever, and it turns into glucose and all of that good stuff. You probably heard it before. Like I said, I'm not trying to get all technical with it. You know, I like to keep it simple on this channel. That's what I like to do, as simple as possible. Sometimes there's no way to keep it simple, but I'm kind of getting off track. But like I said, calories, number one thing, monitor your calories or whatever, and, you know, learn where you need to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight or to gain weight, whatever your goal may be, or to maintain. You need to know your overall caloric intake. How do you find this out? Pretty much finding it out yourself. Just, you know, using the scale. The scale is a great tool, which I still got to do that video. Using the scale and monitoring how many calories you take in each day. And, you know, if you see your weight drop, then you know you need to step it up. You know, just creep it up probably like 100 calories a day until you see your weight maintaining the same. Then you know, okay, I need to eat XYZ amount of calories to maintain, or I need to eat XYZ to gain or lose. You know, pretty much losing is easy, but just, you know, monitor your calories. That's number one thing. Like, it's very important. But still, do not neglect monitoring those macronutrients, because that's going to overall determine how healthy you are. You know, not the calories you take in, because yeah, you can be in a caloric deficit, you could lose weight, but you still could be taking in a large amount of fat. You could be overeating, taking in too many carbs, etc., etc. So that's why it's important. Or high sodium, you know, you can be taking in a lot of sodium, but still seeing that weight drop on that scale. So that's why it's just super important to pay attention to all of it in the end. But I just want to get down to, yes, all calories are created equal. You know, it's a real popular question and all that, or discussion, but that's the facts. It's just the unit of measurement. So, real quick video, man. I hope y'all enjoying the content. I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. Stay tuned in. I got a lot more great content coming. The interviews are on the way, and I'm out.